Hey everyone, how many times did you ask yourselves as drummers standing in a big concert hall, why am I not getting the same sound impact with my acoustic drums? I'm using the same brand, I'm maybe using the same cymbals, but there's something lacking. Well, actually, the TM-2 might be the big solution, not only to actually reach that kind of sound level, but to go beyond, because you can totally customize this to your own acoustic drum set, to your own liking, to your own musical taste. For instance, Tambourine Festival. But another tambourine, low pitch tambourine for the head, for instance. This is actually the very first time that tambourine player and drummer actually sound very tight together. Now, I can totally customize this setup because I'm using 4 channels in this TM-2. I'm using the kick trigger, channel number 1. I'm using a BT1 bar trigger, channel number 2. And on the snare, I'm using 2 channels as well. One for the head and one for the rim. I'm using the RT10S dual channel trigger pickup for this. Now, I can independently adjust the pitching, for instance, the pitch of these different preset sounds in the TM-2. Why not bring this down? Okay, tambourine number 2, let's bring this down, very easy to do. That's a very old Santa Claus Jingle Bells version. Let's bring this one up. And there we have, totally different customized set to your own liking. Great for drum and bass. Now, next example. Why not? There's plenty of examples in here. Like for instance, all snare drums divided on this acoustic set. Divided, spread around, I mean. Even a kick drum, why not to trigger a snare drum? And everything follows the notes you're actually playing, because the TM-2 is very low latency. It has very fast trigger processing, like in the big TD30 or TD15 or TD11 latest generation V-drums with supernatural sound engine. Whew. Luckily me, I still have some teeth in here. Now, next example. This is one I really like. Separate left and right cymbal layering on top of your acoustic drum sounds. Why not? Hey! And now it also follows the velocity. You actually are hitting the snare head, for instance, silently. But when you hit it a little bit louder, it becomes a reverse cymbal. Hey! And without smoking something, you're actually in a bigger, higher atmosphere. Now, this next one I really like. It's the slap and clap preset. It's something about my girlfriend at the same time, but I'm not gonna get into this. Slap and clap. Claps on your snare, a snare drum, and you can actually audition those sounds individually by just hitting the trig-in buttons on the front panel. I'm using this kick drum, and this is gonna be my clap. So for instance, and notice again, no miking on this kick, on this kit. No miking for the kick drum, no miking for the snare drum. I'm just layering with the TM-2. That's how fast it is. Next one I really like. For instance, when you're playing an acoustic drum set, you might as well have a different sound for the intro of a song, and the chorus needs to be totally exploding. Okay, so let's do this. For instance, some metal plate distorted sound for the kick. It's like a dog barking with a big cold. For the snare, different one, and then for the rim, a very nasty eh. So you might have something like this for the intro. BT2. Actually, it should have been TM-2. Well, that's happened. I'm from Belgium, sorry. So, this next one, let's do something more. I downloaded some dubstep sounds from the internet straight here on this SD card. I paid for them. Legal sounds, okay? So, I'm gonna insert the SD card right here in my TM-2. Okay, here we go. For the chorus, big dubstep beat. For the intro, that same hip-hop metal plate distorted beat. Yeah, you can start moving. And with the right shoes, it can be Reebok, Nike, Adidas, any brand you use, and just double kick notes. Everything is followed by the TM-2. Now, it goes a little bit further even. Why not guitar loops? Experimental hard rock guitar with, for instance, some it's very strange electronic sound on your kick. And the nice choreography makes it a little bit more original. Oh, that's not a good neck exercise. But for the snare, for instance. Loops from the spdsx on the SD card, and here you can loop them as well. Dun, 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 even classical music with the guitar. This is actually the very first time I won't get arrested to hit when hitting the guitar player on the head. So, TM-2, get it now. It's out there in the stores and it's waiting for you to become a better drummer.